Yo, good evening everyone. How is everyone's Thursday going on today? Good evening, Angel. Great to see you once again. Have you all started to farm for Thoma's materials already? Wu-Tao's banner is not too far away right now. Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to the stream today. Oh my god, C0's Childe's damage is looking real promising here. Are you excited for Thoma? Kind of. Because finally I can have Thoma with Wu-Tao, which looks likely to be a very promising duo. And Zhongli can be used somewhere else. Not too bad. I will actually still need to do some actual testing to see if how reliable that shield is. Hey, hello my friend. Have you guys seen my... Is this farming for Thoma? Yes. I think I have enough mushrooms for now. Have you guys actually seen my guide video yesterday? What do you guys think about it? Where is the mushroom that we are talking about? Yes. I've been picking up the mushrooms like a madman for the past few days. I think that I should have more than enough. Books wise, I think I'm ready. Right now, it's just to farm for the Pyro hypostasis materials. Yes, I'm farming for Thoma. But it's just that I have not decided which artifact set I want him to wear. Because he seems to have some energy recharge issues though. Weapon wise, I also haven't decided which one do I want him to wear first. Because showcase, I don't have any... Actually, I don't have any good 4-star pole arm for showcase. I only have 5 stars. Which is a bit tricky also. Putting a deathmatch on him doesn't seem to be making any sense. Bavonia's lens is at level 1 and I still have zero interest in leveling up this weapon though. It's like resources are so limited in this game. Definitely like more guide videos for the upcoming piece. SF Venti Allergy for the end is good for home. I definitely don't mind allergy for the end because I personally already own a R2 allergy for the end. So I'm pretty certain that I will try to pull for R5 Staff of Thoma this time round. And also go at least a C5 Wu-Tao. If the speculations, I would say, let's not use the sensitive words over here, but I believe you guys know what I'm trying to say over here. If the speculations are true that if Sayu and Thoma are in Wu-Tao's banner, then it's a extremely good opportunity for me to try to C6. Definitely would like to see how this C6 will improve that, whatever you call it, that ball thing What Dojin? Eh, I don't know. I don't know what you actually call it. Mujina Flurry. I would love to see more guide video. I think video guide for team rotation and team comps will be a good idea too. Because if you guys have, I mean, I understand most of you subscribe to this channel because that is where I actually came from for making Spiral Abyss videos. Naturally, if you have been watching my Spiral Abyss videos for the longest time, you know that it's a continuous stick without any edit. That means all the way from stage 1, 12-1, all the way to the end. So it cannot, there's no edit, there is no rerun for this. So sometimes you will see some kind of, you know, errors here and there. But if I'm able to do each particular stage rerun and do editing, then actually I will present a very so-called a much more perfect scenario kind of Spiral Abyss runs for every one of you. But I think that is not really realistic, because when we talk about actual Abyss contents, theory is after all theory. Everything is still situational. The mobs are not going to always use the same skills. They are not always going to stand at the same position. Maybe where they spawn, yes, but what they are going to do next is always very different. I'm not going to fight the Spiral Abyss yet. I still need to look for my good friend over here. Just teleporting a wave to let him spawn first. Are you out already? Okay, you are out. Guide videos definitely, like yesterday that I've shared with some of you wise, right? Meanwhile, while coming to the Pyro hypostasis, yesterday I actually made a part 2 of the video also, but it's just that I haven't uploaded yet. Oh, this guy is testing my archery skills, huh? God damn it. Screw you. Come on. Hello, Byako. I can see your hello. Okay, man. Okay, bro. What kind of shit stat is this? Hey, hello, Akaman. Yep, so I was actually talking about the Spiral Abyss video guide yesterday I've made. But for the part 2, I was actually using the Childe International team. As some of you are aware that my Childe is still at C0, level 80 unascended. But that video I'm actually thinking whether to upload or not, because I did not actually showcase any builds or constellations, but Childe actually did so much damage that I am not too sure if it is the best kind of guide that can be presented or not. Let me see if I am able to share with you guys or not. Just a moment. Okay, you guys should be able to see my desktop right now. This is actually the run yesterday I made for the part 2. This is using the Childe International team. It's about how do you actually group up the ring cruisers as well for the part 2. As you can see that these three guys, right, once you use a Childe international team against them, it's actually very, very massive damage against them. Even if your Childe is like C0, a C0 Childe is actually performing extremely well over here though. See the overall run, including all these animations at the back, running here and there. The run actually took like less than how many minutes? Less than 1 minute, I will actually say. Oops. So how do you guys actually find it, that international team run? Do you actually prefer the international team on team 1 or actually team 2 for current Abyss rotation? Grouping them all together was harder than killing them from my experience. That is why the guide serves as extra information if you want to know their attack pattern. In actual combat practicality, if you want to apply the knowledge, right, it will still take some luck. It's not always that you can make it work. That is what I must mention, because you have to be flexible about it. Combats are very situational. No, it was Childe. My Chongyu is still actually at level 70, so I haven't had the opportunity to raise him. Recently I spent a lot of resources raising the starter characters, and right now, because Thoma is coming already, so I no longer have the excess resources and time to raise another new character. Let's see, right now for all the I have all the characters, and all the way to the end, right, as of this position, Ember, she is at level 80 unascended. So you can see that I'm only left with 3 characters that haven't hit level 80 yet. Chongyu is at level 70, Barbara is at level 70, and Aloy is at level 50. But I'm not very fond of her gameplay yet. I mean, I will eventually still raise her to experience her gameplay, but just not now. Hey, hello everyone. I hope you all are having a good day so far. But I think eventually once I have everybody of them raised, then I can do some kind of special Spiral Abyss runs by having random characters group up. But that, for sure, you don't expect to be able to hit 9 stars. That I'm pretty much skeptical about it as well. Come on. Is Pyro Hypostasis is... How far away am I from the Pyro Hypostasis? I need about... Where is the material again? I only have 23 right now. I'm not even halfway there. Farming these materials for the new character is such a pain in the ass, man. Are you guys prepared for Thoma? How many constellations are you guys going to try to pull for him? And have you guys actually decided? Do you want a Constellation 1 Hu Tao, or do you want to go for her Staff of Thoma? Has he spawned yet? Okay, bro, you are back. Friendship level 8. I still have a long way to go before I can hit friendship level 10, man. I'm personally skipping Hu Tao for it though. Looks like he's going to become quite an important catch over here for many players as well. Hello, why? Hmm.
裁きの雷逃げられるかな。ここより弱滅の時。
They never give out any kind of good artifacts from boss drops. Have you guys ever actually gotten any kind of good artifact from boss drops? It's always this kind of trash without any critical substats, so it's horrible. I hope you all also had a fun time playing this Mystic Omriel Chamber. And there are actually 2 more of them, which is at level 90. So we shall actually see if these 2 level 90 is going to be a big challenge or not. For low spenders, do you suggest going for C1 Hu Tao or Thoma? Honestly speaking, Hu Tao can perform really very well with Dragon's Bean. It primarily depends on... I can definitely show you a Hu Tao Dragon's Bean setup. Personally, I feel that it's whether are you going for the character herself or are you going for the game in the long run? If you are going for the game in the long run, you can be pretty sure that at some point of time in the game, there will be some other Pyro DPS that might be more viable than her. And that point of time, Staff of Thoma being a very generalized weapon, you can use it on many other characters, which is beneficial. The weapon has value. But if you are a person who likes her and will want to use her as long as you can, then you invest on the character. Because Dragon's Bane Hu Tao is actually very strong, you know. Hey Kearney, I'm skipping Hu Tao for Ito because he's fun. I'm skipping both Chao Hu Tao and maybe Ito too, because put so much since 2.2 and feel like saving. Are you going to C6 Hu Tao or you mean Thoma? It depends on how lucky can I get. If I can, of course I will want to C6 him. You have always wanted to ask how big is my monitor. It's a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. You can actually go and look for the model. It's called Acer Predator X34. Since we are doing this, I actually didn't check what Hu Tao is wearing. I also didn't check what Albedo is wearing. Probably something random again. But I think... never mind, it's okay. Who can I use in the team 2? I have him. 1, 2. It makes sense. Oh, what is she wearing also? I also cannot remember what is she wearing. Do you see Ito's gameplay? I actually caught a glimpse of it, but I still have no idea how does that. You know, there is this skill called superlative super strength or something like that. How does it actually work? I know it's part of the charge attack, but how do you activate it? I do not have the slightest idea. Did you finish part 3 of event? Yup, I already finished. The moment it was released, I already finished it. Okay, this is C3 Hu Tao with R5 Dragon Spin. The key takeaway here is we will want to see her potential damage output using the Dragon's Bane, because she loses the critical damage of 66% as well as all the Dragon's Bane, sorry, all the Staff of Thoma attack buff, but she gains Elemental Mastery of 211. Let's check it out. If the guy is stealth, right, use this E skill to rebuild him. You see, the clearing speed isn't too bad, right? I'm not using Staff of Thoma though. Where did that guy went to? Oh, where did he even went to, man? Oh, they died. Okay, fine. The clear was super smooth because Hu Tao deals a lot of damage. Staff of Thoma, of course, is her best in slot weapon, but to me, being able to dash, the ability to control, you know, sometimes is more important. It's like how should I put it? You know, we go back to the Kazuha and the Sucrose thing again. One advantage Kazuha have over Sucrose is the how easy you can control him, the flexibility. A lot of times it's not just about the numbers, it's about how flexible and the ease of use the character can give you. You can see it's still about 210k, not too much difference though, with all the EM buff. And this being a C, this is a C3 Hu Tao, I must mention again. Dodge! Don't freeze me, please. Okay, I completely forget what is... Oh, okay. Come to me, baby. Whoa, how do you even run so far away? Oh my god, this woman is completely out of position, man. Oh no, stop making bubbles. I need to wait for her teleportation to happen first. Where are you going? Did you crown Xingqiu's E? Nope. It's at level 12. It has been level 12 since like 1,000 years ago, I would say. Because in very early days, if you see before, I think during about 1.4, 1.5, I already have Kim, Xiangling, and Bennett all together pretty high talents already. It's already said that Chao went to take the gnosis from... I don't like the Balladeer though, that guy. I don't know who over here actually likes that dude, but that for 3 Harbinger, I curse him every single time I see his face. Drilling? Wait, what just happened? Oh, I have disabled them. Okay. Shine. Okay, this thing has been disabled. And let's see, are you going to do your evasion skill again? Oh, I actually disabled him again. Not the best case scenario. Where did that guy went to? Oh, he died. So I believe this run gives you a better idea that actually if you have a R5 Dragon's Bane, C1 Hu Tao is actually better. But that is on the condition of whether you want to invest on the character or invest on the weapon, because weapon you can swap it to other characters. Hu Tao C1 will always be just the C1. But if you want to go for Hu Tao C1 and Dragon's Bane is definitely a very solid choice because it has elemental mastery, which is something that Hu Tao might be lacking since she has a lot of firepower but she don't have a lot of EM. Unless your substats are damn good, then that's another story though. Oh, he's gonna do that. Oh no! Oh no, it's not looking good though. Come on! La 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 la. Am I running out of time already? Looks like I am. Whoa, what just happened? Oh shit, I pressed it too quickly. This Chao International team is insane on the second part of the Abyss. Are you going for R5 Thoma? I honestly think that I will want to go for R5 Thoma. Because okay, I mean maybe this is not for general spenders, because recently, let me share something with you guys first. Recently I started playing Honkai. So I'm still right now considered near the BP Welkin player in Honkai. So when looking at the higher end players perspective, which we call them the whales, so it's a bit difficult to appreciate what they are doing because you cannot really relate to it all the time. But however, in Genshin, at my current spending, it's safe to actually assume that I'm a whale I'm not a Leviathan yet. So with that being said, I've always wanted to have a super DPS for each type of element. So you know, physical or cryo, we have her. For her, I didn't C6 her, but obviously you know that I have already R5 her weapon. Raiden Shogun, you know that I have already R5 her weapon. So Pyro, I'm actually lacking. I was contemplating between the both of them, but I've made up my mind that it's most likely that both of these characters I will actually go for higher refinements or possibly max refinements in the future. But it's specific to certain characters. Not all the characters I will go for R5 or this. Do you have any plans for account reviews? I've been receiving a lot of questions about this already in terms of helping to clear Spiral Abyss doing account reviews. Previously, my concern was actually security, because I don't have an official Discord channel of my own. So I do not know that how are you going to communicate with me to give me your account details, all this. And also you can see that my streaming layout options is not very sophisticated. I don't want to leak any data in process of logging into your account. So until when I improve my streaming skills, then I will actually let all of y'all know I will start doing account reviews, because it's actually pretty fun to see every other players, how did they build their account and what is their progress. And of course, I don't intend to trash talk anyone. You know the type of person I am so far. Have you seen the Honkai Star Rail beta? Yes, I saw. I was watching one of the streamers doing it. If you all have seen one of the YouTuber, which I personally enjoy watching also, is called Island XD. He actually makes Honkai contents and also those kind of Genshin laws, all this. I was watching him yesterday, and it was actually extremely cool, I would say. Actually, your account and your skill is floor 20 Ion. I think they I think the moment when they go up to level 13, right, I should already experience a lot of difficulties to clear already. Right now 12, I can still try to mess around using different team comms here and there, but it's a matter of fact, you must admit that it is not always true that a character, if you have the so-called best artifacts and best weapons, they can be viable. The game is not designed to be this way. The game is designed to be newer characters have to be gradually stronger and stronger than the older characters. If not, how are they going to make money? Of course, we have a few exceptions which we know that, I know, but let's just put it that when someday they are going to release floor 13 or whatever, floor 14, using 4-star characters, maybe the less popular ones, or the what we call the less meta, non-meta characters, it will be pretty much very difficult to pull it off already. I mean, of course I won't tell you it's impossible, because a lot of all these Abyss, right, if you have the patience to study the strategy, movement patterns, all this, right, you can actually save a lot of time. But nowadays they like to design the mobs having even more attack patterns than the character themselves. Then that is a problem. My character can only do normal attack, charge attack, plunge attack, one elemental skill, one Q skill. One Ruin Cruiser has how many types of skills already? You go and figure out yourself and you will know what I mean. It took me quite a while to try to understand what are the attack patterns of all these automatons, all this, the game is getting complex, that is for sure. Childe International is crazy. I got like 26k Xiangling build only, but it works well. I'm still got 9 star low build Xiangling. Xiangling herself, I mean, there are ways to boost Xiangling's Pyronado's attack. I also seen the upper limits of her Pyronado attack going up to nearly 100,000 per spin with the dedicated setup and buffs for that. But if you were to ask me, I will just do as per normal as I can. I wouldn't want to go through a certain procedure in terms of an actual in the heat of combat, then try to gain the so-called max stack. Those people who always criticize, oh, you didn't do this before you do that, you didn't do that before you do this. I mean, come on, you are in an actual battle, right? Who the fuck will have the time to go and think so much of I need to do this and do that and do that and do this? Just follow through the very normal procedure can already. You are not studying, you are not doing SOP. Come on, man. I can give you one very best example. You can see that for him, right? We talk about you need to do a normal attack, charge attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst. So what? I need to go over, press E, press NA, press CA, and what? Press Q. I need to do all this. But do you think that if my timing is running low or I'm doing a combo or when the mob is going to reposition himself, do you think that I have the luxury of time to think and go through all of this? Yes, of course it's possible if you want to do it, but you have to be flexible about it. The stacks are here. You don't always have to use all the max stacks unless you don't have enough damage. Which I do have another account, which is why I yesterday in my poll mentioned about the Welkin and the PP. You don't need to squeeze the damage so hard to the extent, seriously. As long as you use the most broken supports in the game, you will just do fine. Like it or don't like it, the golden supports are the ones that are completely broken right now. It's really very difficult, you know, I can ask you right now, we are playing 1 year into this game. I need to remember so much steps and procedures like, oh, if I were to activate this, I need to activate that. I need to activate A, activate B. You know, for me, if I were to do Spiral Abyss contents every single day, it's very difficult for me to remember every single one of these steps, and I need to remember which has ICD, which doesn't have ICD. Come on! All I need is just to see the 9-star in the Abyss. That's all I need. As long as I invest sufficient power, or in my case money, for them to clear. You can see it's just R1 only. He is already insane. So for some of them, why am I talking about this is because there are some comments in some of my videos that I'm doing this wrong and that wrong. I mean, if it is constructive criticism, I really appreciate it because you are telling me where to improve. But if you were to come into here and just label, you are doing this wrong, full stop. What are you trying to tell me? If you can do it right, then well, good for you. But it doesn't change the fact that I still clear the Abyss, right? Yeah, so, you know, it does feel like it's a max exam. I am already starting to forget some of the older character skills already. Like one of the example is sometimes when I'm able to use, because Mona is actually C6, and there's this particular constellation which is talking about if she casts a Q onto the mob, anyone that hits that mob gains 15%. So sometimes when I were to do comms all this, right, I completely forget about this constellation, and it may have too much crit rate overall. I mean, this might not be applicable for most of the players at this point of time, but years down the road, everyone should eventually have a C4 Mona. We will just see in about 1 or 2 years more down the road. It's very likely that a lot of players will already have them already. Hey, hello, Lucky Cherry. We just need the big numbers. Of course. You have seen the memes, right, about DPS impact. There's a picture showing that DPS impact, any characters that doesn't do big damage equals trash. Okay, in all fairness, that is of course not true, because DPS is not always about just that one big number. It's about sustainability. That is why we call damage per second. But as a player, whether have you spent money or have not spent money, if you were to see your favorite character doing a 6-digit critical, will you cry? No, right? You'll feel good, right? That is the takeaway over here. Big numbers will feel good. Of course I feel good. If I were to do a 1 million damage Eula nuke right now, if I will tell you why is my damage so low, who would believe me? You were just saying that you are humble bragging, is it? You know, this kind of thing. Big damage still feels good. But of course, there is always one thing I wanted to share, is there is a very thin line between a showcase and a show off. Why nowadays a lot of people wear the F2P badge like as if it's an honor, right? It's against players who are always in the name of showcase trying to show off their damage. You know, a lot of people do X amount of that kind of huge damage, then they label just trying to showcase this character over here. That is not a showcase. You know it, I know it. That is showing off. Then if I were to am a F2P, and obviously I may not have this level of damage yet, then of course I would say that I'm free to play. It's natural for me to not do that much damage, but eventually I will. So you get the gist of it. Yeah, I think it's time that I also need to base up some of the comments, because I cannot be always accepting every single comment and believe that they are right. Being a content creator here, is pretty important that I welcome all the constructive criticisms. Really, a lot of you over here have good criticisms for my improvement on how should I be improving here and there, which I really appreciate. But if you are just outright here to criticize me, then I don't really see what is the point, aside from attempting to make my day feel bad or trying to make your day feel good. There's no need to do that anyway. And I agree, waifu over DPS over meta. I have a very honest question to all of you who are watching right now. When Yae Miko comes out, what kind of character do you hope she will be? Do you hope that she will be a DPS? Or do you actually hope that she will be the first electro healer or shielder? That is something just for the fun of thinking about it. Because we know that Raiden is already have a good synergy with Kujo Sara. So will Yae Miko be the third electro slot over here? Looking, I want her to be a DPS. I just want her to have great synergy with Raiden. I don't care about her kit too much. You know, it's quite complicated though. I don't know if you guys have ever heard other content creators explaining about this. I will just re-emphasize this team building concept that I always have, but this time around I will probably use some better way to describe it if I can. Imagine you are buying a shampoo. What type of shampoo do you think that is more worth your money? A shampoo that is just strictly for washing, or a shampoo which says that it has 2-in-1 function, and wash and can moisturize your hair? or something like 3 in 1, 4 in 1. Their pricing is all about the same. So I do not know if this analogy is the best case to describe it, but in Genshin, the more roles the character can fulfill, right, the greater the value the character has. Because you must always remember that you can only bring 4 person in a team. So in this case, a lot of people who used to talk about how bad he is, a more expensive sucrose, have begin to realize his value over here, because you know his capability to gather mobs at the ground level, give boost, elemental damage boost is like a free elemental goblet. If you have his constellation, you can actually have EM. You can actually do absorptions. So one character and his animal character, he can wear the VV set. So there is a lot of things one character can do. So this is solid value. Why am I mentioning this to every one of you is because many times when a character is released, right, there are a lot of so-called speculations here and there trying to compare a character or those so-called first impression posters or videos. I must emphasize to every one of you, I'm not here to criticize anything, but take a pinch of salt seriously, because a lot of characters you can only see their true value after when they are released. Don't jump in the bandwagon and start trashing on the characters. I have faith that you all don't do that, but you know, this kind of knowledge and information is important to share with everyone to re-emphasize on that. And of course, some utility skills are very questionable. I can be very upfront about this. It's like this. I have no idea why this skill exists. Shampoo that smells good and cheap. I agree. If I can get this shampoo A that costs me only $1, I can use it for 10 months. My hair is silky and it helps me to grow my hair as well. I mean, I still have a lot of hair, I'm not bald, but you get what I mean? Then that is good value. If I were to just spend $10 and buy something that just only help me to wash my hair, I mean, of course I can still do it, but you know, it's not about how much I spend, it's about the value that I spend on. Why I refrain from making tier lists is partially because I'm really scared of the backlash. Because everybody has their own mindset and preferences of what characters they like, they don't like. They think that maybe character A is viable, it's not as bad as what others think. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's why I do not make any tier lists also. But I should put it that when we talk about tier lists, right, is we should actually fairly rate them at how many functions they can provide. The more functions, useful functions I mean, the more useful functions they can provide for the team, the more value they have. That is one of the reasons why this guy until today remains as one of the most used character in the game. He can heal bloody fast, he can buff your attack like a madman. His Pyro application is ridiculously insane. He can infuse your character with Pyro to cleanse off the elemental debuff. He's a battery as well, and he's 4-star. So this is what 10 in 1 shampoo, I would say. That's why he washed until his hair also become white color already, you see. So you get the gist of this kind of characters, right, their value is damn good. But moving on to part 2 that I want to talk about is a good enabler needs to have someone to enable. A good leader needs to have someone to lead. So one good example we talk about here is he is very good at enabling. Xiangling by herself is very powerful, but she needs a very good enabler. So that is why their synergy is damn good. And the same thing goes for him. So when you put up the characters with very solid synergy over here, then that is how where your team forming concepts actually come into place. You guys should know that Yoimiya's Q can miss, right? I've actually missed her Q quite a couple of times, so I don't think it's worth any time. If I could reverse, give me back all the materials and Mora, I can leave her Q at level 1. I would rather go level 13 on her E skill. It's just I have not found a good use for her Q skill at the moment. Raiden is a DPS with interesting support capability already. I like Ye to be the same. Can feel different roles of being versatile and fun. Well, of course, you would her too viable with many characters, but I personally value synergy Raiden with a lot more. Agree. You can see the game is trying to move to those kind of pure elemental non-reaction type of comms. They are trying. It seems like they are trying to push that direction right now by designing what Ayaka, Yoimiya, all these who are limited by their ICDs, cannot vape all the time, cannot melt all the time. It's already a start of telltale signs that they are trying to move towards this direction, and Ito's Goro's presence over here is also quite obvious that June is above to catch up with the difficulty of the Abyss, that is for sure. While you still feel that you can say that they are still outputting sufficient damage, but there are probably a lot of other characters who are outputting excessive damage and clear Abyss like a boss, you know. Meanwhile, while sharing some of my thoughts, let's do some Spiral Abyss while I'm talking also. I don't want to bore of you all out. It's just one of the days that where I feel like sharing my thoughts, because I'm not gifted in editing and creating videos to share my thoughts in such a way, and it's difficult for me to create a script. So only during stream is the best time for me to actually create that. In my experience, a burst misses a lot. It does. It certainly does. Sometimes it annoys me quite a fair bit on how her burst actually can miss, because it's an arrow, see. Do I actually have her weapon back on? I suppose so, right? Oh god, I don't have her kit up though. Who should I be using for the last one? Actually, I don't even know who is wearing the very decent set right now. Hey Ion, do you have allergy for the end? Yes, I do. I have a R2 allergy for the end. So if the banner is really going to come out allergy for the end, I definitely welcome that. I like that weapon a lot. Do you have some ritual or something for getting better artifacts? Oh, no such thing, man. It's really just farm and pray for it. Nothing much I can say about it though. However, I will just put this. If I just hope I can pass. I don't even know what artifact she has right now. This Ganyu actually has a crit rate helmet, if I'm not wrong. Where did the other guy went to? Oh, you are here. How? Oh my god, these guys are so goddamn annoying. Just petrify and stand there. Would you try allergy on Sarah? I actually did that. The energy recharge is very decent. Previously I was using Skyward Hub, but for some reason this account doesn't welcome any Skyward Hub, so it was quite frustrating for me though. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, how are you still alive? What the fuck is that damage, bro? Which one? This Ganyu doesn't... This Ganyu is not wearing a crit damage helmet though. It's wearing a crit rate. Because I still value crit rate, because you can't crit. Crit damage doesn't... has... You know, if you can't crit, damage is useless. Wow, it doesn't crit. Let's try that again. Wow, it doesn't crit again. Are you going to crit? Whoa! For the third time it doesn't crit. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, what a waste of my time. Come on. Okay, nice. I'm going to destroy him. Shine. So, if you want to pull for a character, in the past where Ganyu came out, immediately to me, I actually made a very high investment on her because... And it turns out that the investment actually went well. Because she's really broken as fuck, you know. You don't have your barber left. It makes me wonder if the Hydro Archon in the future will have those kind of like bubbling skills and trap those mobs. I mean, yeah, correct, trap those mobs, because that is what those kind of Hydro Abyss mage are actually doing though. That Ganyu damage left me speechless. If I were to use a crit damage wise, you can see her hitting up to over 250 and sometimes even higher. But I still value consistency though. When will Ganyu even rerun is the real question. I don't think she will rerun anytime soon though. Oh, that guy is not coming over. Come on. Come down. Haha. Let's do a cold version. Yo. Oh no, that is a lot of damage. Oh. Seriously, bro? Are you done? Stop doing your Buddha clap on me. I don't ever think she will rerun that soon. That is what I personally feel. Mihoyo is in no hurry to run her anyway. Maybe when they found out a way to nerf her, then it will be the best time to run her, maybe? It's not that easy to nerf Ganyu, you see. Hey, yo. Thanks for dropping by my stream once again, man. Oh yeah, so as you can see that Hu Tao's damage is actually still pretty impressive, aside from the need to burn off her 30% health, but it's a very good reason for me to want to go R5 for Staff of Thoma. It's exceptional. It's definitely going to be very expensive. But if I'm going to so-called lose and get some allergy for the end, I wouldn't say it's too bad for me, because it's a weapon that I actually use it, and I personally find that energy recharge is a very valuable as secondary. As far as we are concerned, it's definitely much better than attack percentage, which I really think is crap since I have it on, sense. It is only if I were to do something like maybe for her. If I were to go back to the Memory of Dust, which I already have attack percentage on Memory of Dust, then I can consider going EM onto Yanfei. But otherwise, not something that I will usually go for. Lost Prayers to me will still be better because of stat building. It's easier for me to stack her stats. It may not have the best passive. It's decent, but not the best. That is really for sure. If this thing changed to maybe 2 seconds or what, then this weapon is going to spiral itself into some tier 1 Lost Prayer to the Holy Winds already, I think. I have recently increased her Dundee to level 11. Do I have any materials? Oh, I have. I have. Okay. I would like to increase, because I personally like to play Yanfei a lot. She is a... For a 4-star character, she is actually very good. And getting C6 4-star is much more realistic than talking about getting, you know, C6 5-star characters. Better pass. Which level am I at? Oh no, I haven't hit level 50 yet. So I need to claim from here. Guide to go, was it? Give me the level 10 skill. 2 guide to go and 2 of that. Was it the treasure hoarder's coin? 2 of them. Come on, let's go. I would like to see Yanfei hit harder. Awesome, let's go. Lost prayers to the sacred winds. So if I were to aim for huge damage, I will definitely need the so-called signature team. The golden duo buff. Anyone has very good experience in terms of farming for Crimson Witch? I've been playing this game for 1,000 years already, I think. And I haven't seen any decent Crimson Witch. I only have like so-called one decent set. I cannot even consider that as one full decent set though. The luck on it is incredibly bad. They all give you awesome lava walker, which the floor is lava literally. Stat check. Yanfei level 80, 1572 attack, 78.9, 190.7, 63 EM, 79.6 Pyro damage bonus. Hey Ion, what's up bro? What's up bro? Good to have you here, man. I have a friend who got a C1 Yoimiya and Keqing and never get a single Sayu. 4-star are very scary sometimes. Oh, that reminds me of trying to pull for Rosaria at some point of time, if I recall correctly. It just refused to come out. So it's like, where is the weapon banner? Let's see. So it's like, there was a point of time, I cannot remember when the Yanfei came out. Was it with Childe as well? So that guy, she was actually new. So I pulled. I got 1,000 maybe of Chongyun and probably 2,000 Ningguang, but I actually only got like what? 2 Yanfei. I haven't got the limited 5-star character. So I can see where you are coming from. It can be quite a scam as well. Hello Annie. Don't make a guess. What kind of damage will she be able to shout? Do I want to go for... okay. I shall go for this one. On to the golden standard of buff. What is she wearing? What is she wearing? Oh my god, I cannot remember what is she wearing. They should allow a function over here to let me just change the artifacts or view the artifacts of the character instead of coming in and out, because I cannot remember what am I wearing. Poor man. I'm a poor man, you see. I don't have a lot of good artifacts. It all went somewhere else. Since my bro Solomon came, I need to use Eula at least for one round. Primordial Jade Wing Spear. Stat check, 76%. Raiden Shogun. I recently changed the stats. Chat, let me ask all of you a question. Do you prefer 71.5% crit rate, 154.9% crit damage, or do you prefer this 64.1 and 175.9? Which one do you actually prefer? I will also lose 15% energy recharge in the process as well. Would you sacrifice about 20% crit damage for 7% crit rate? Or would you actually prefer to stick with this? I would definitely like to hear how would you guys will actually make your choice on this. You came with Serenity Teapot system. Probably 64, so that is what you guys prefer. 64,175. You know, for me, I'm quite a critical stat. Crit rate. I'm a crit rate person more than a crit damage person. So if you were to see the Ganyu that you guys were actually saying, oh, was very insane just now, right? She actually has only 170% crit damage, but she has 66.8% crit rate. So with her bloom charge shot, so it will be another 20%, so she has about 86.8% crit rate. So that is probably the difference that maybe how you can Genshin. Because for myself, I will actually go for crit rate. To me, I want to see the crit. If it doesn't crit to me, then it's a bit wasted. Of course, I do have the crit damage version. Let me show you. This will give me a lot more damage because it's 204. But however, in most cases, I didn't went for that much damage. Of course, I can still go even higher by playing around with the artifacts, but that's a story for next time because I really run her and I want to show my bro. I want to show my bro Eula as well. Okay, so the key thing over here is if you have a critical rate hitting 60%, is that the zone that you are comfortable with, or would you at any cost try to push it up to 70% and above? Even, I mean, at any cost, meaning you will sacrifice your critical damage. That is the food for thought question that I would like to ask all of you as well. Because if you were to ask me, I already show you my stats building. I am willing to sacrifice my crit damage just for the crit rate. Because to me, being able to crit is more important. That is the way how I play my game. But no right, no wrong. It's just preference only. But either way, I have took your suggestion and went with the 64,175. So thanks, chat. I appreciate that. Who am I supposed to run her with? Where is my vampire? Oh, she's here. All these runs are just playing in the background while you are listening to me trash talking. And why am I pressing the recording button? Oh, she still looks good as ever, man. I like her eyes. It has different shades of color.
見切りました。諦め眠るの結晶せよ。憲兵王を立つ砕け散れ。
How did they just die?
そら粉々よ。
岩山八九
裁きの雷稲光すなわち永遠なり。
Don't think of escaping.
剣女盤石
決闘せよ。はいそれ。
Personally, though, I won't farm for more critical. Farm for more artifacts just to get more crit rate. You know, I stock 3 prettiest eyes. Yeah, you know, side topic. You know, the MiHoYo's new game, that Honkai Star Rail, right? Then you know, for Genshin Impact is Pyro as the escort. For Honkai Impact 3 is Kiana as the escort. And for Star Rail, there is this girl which I don't know what is her name right now. She looks like an archer. It was actually the color of her eyes that captivated me. It looks like if you guys have ever heard before an ice cream called Paddle Pop, you can try to Google it if you can. Her eyes reminds me of that color, and I like it a lot. That's what I can. That's what I just wanted to say.
よしみんながそばに
ボンそこだ短所鉄拳よっトンほれ
Oh my god, then.
くらえよっ
Dude, Joey Sharp, why don't you go to the Olympics and do the high jump?
燃えよ
Definitely get the champion at any point of time with your body shape, man. Seriously, dude.
この剣はわかるかい
Oh, you're so huge and you can jump so high.
みんなは俺が守る
Let me show you that I can jump higher.
はっや股間奥義下がれくらえトンはっそこだ行くぞよっははほれボンくらえ
Using Eula and using Yanfei, this is a very good team combination. One of my personal favorites. But of course, if I can, I would still prefer to have some shields, but I can only bring in 4 characters. If only... Hey, wait. The match has
逃げ
started.
道はありません
天理チョーク
Oh yeah, Yanfei can give shields, right? I completely forgotten about that. Dodge!
早くそれよっ
I need a R5 broken pints. Come on, baby.
目には目を
Judgmental.
難攻不落ふっふっ隙ありやふっはっ
さば
You're going to run? No, you are not.
わめきなさい走行のオン砕け散れ
Yeah, I need to start doing the chasing game after him already. He's going to do his nonsense over here.
粉々よ
天道ここにあり
Oh no, he didn't crit again.
逃げ道はありません無我の境地はっふっふっ
I think it will be interesting for you to stream Honkai. It's the first game that I actually play on a controller though. I have a Bluetooth controller. So I actually did that.
よっ
Come to me, baby.
この剣はわかるかい雨描きがたし
はい
雲なく借りなく時みんながそばにいる
さゆるかほれ
You dare to use this on me? Oh, where did she went off to? Oh my god, this
もみ違う知らな
I'll
く
take care of her later.
せえみんなは俺が守る
What?
マイ
雨描きがたし歌よに
よく風よ
ほれよっトンくらえ
マイルほれ燃えろみんながそばに行く風よ雲なく借りなく時
燃えよあほれ急ごう
Oh no, I got caught in the bubble.
この剣はわかるかい？左右ルコ立縁インいやくらえトンあほれ
Nice. Your number shows bigger than others. Oh, how do you know if you crit? Yes, that is the correct answer. Our chat is going much later to you. Okay, last round for this one. Where do they spawn? Oh, for a moment my mind went blank. You are not coming to me again, bro.
諦めて
Come to me, bro. Good choice.
難攻不落
稲光すなわち永遠なりよっふっさっふんせいよっ
敵立先陣天道万象
震えなさいわめきなさい憲兵恩を断つジャッジメントそれ
I like the heavy style of Yen face charge attacks. Oh, I agree, man. That thing can actually shatter enemies, you know. It would be pretty interesting to find out if we can come up with some weird EM comms if next time shatter becomes more viable. That stem, that seal of approval thing is pretty interesting, really. Boy, no escape.
みんなは俺が待つ風の雲の行くごと
くらえよっ
Ho ho ho.
短所鉄拳あほれ
That is too much damage for you. No try shots.
トンほれよっそこだよっくらえ行くぞは歌よに
Okay, let's try to do water version.
全力攻撃だ
Okay, nice.
下がれほれはあおのぐいの剣
Sure you can take it?
ほれ
No, you cannot.
トンそこだ左右ル
みんなは俺が守る
燃えよ
Die. The stem feels damn good, man. The seal of approval. Hey, good night, Byako. Thanks for dropping by the stream today. You're awesome, man. So with so many Pyro characters in the game right now, what I personally look forward is get some of Diluc's Constellation, since he really can attack damn fast. You know, once a Claymore attacker swings his Claymores at some ridiculous speed, that is going to be really insane, man. Her charge attack can destroy all while mining too. Yeah. I have no idea what is this design based on though. As in, it doesn't say anything about what type of charge attack is this. We do know there is a catalyst, but why does it have this kind of mechanics is pretty interesting. And for her, right, one of her ability, yeah, correct. This skill, in case you didn't know, right, as a separate ICD, this thing is not affected by the internal cooldown. So it's pretty important that if your Yanfei actually crits during her charge attack, because you will see an additional beam hitting down on the opponents. I actually featured this previously against the Abyss Herald, was it? Abyss Lecter, yeah, sorry, Abyss Lecter, who has the Electro Shoe. So using Yanfei performing the charge attack actually roasted that Abyss Lecter very quickly. It's pretty good. You can see it's a 57% charge attack bonus. Maybe her charge attack, when it plunges down, they might be considering it as a form of plunge attack, maybe? I don't know. You will want to go for Electro. Because once you realize that if your Raiden is hitting the upper limit of the 75% bonus damage, right? Then that is where you already settle the bonus damage part. But however, because you are holding an engulfing lightning where you have so much attack, right? Then you will not need to revisit once again if how much attack do you have. For my Raiden's case, right? It's not a very good example, but she's holding a R5 engulfing lightning. And due to how much ER she has, right? She has about 2.3k attack. And once she casts her burst, right? She will gain additional energy, which makes her attack even higher. So in this case, right, I can go over to Electro Goblet. And if you were to pair her with Bennett, it makes even more sense to go into the Electro Goblet though. Because what you will be lacking is probably the damage bonus department than the raw attack, since Bennett easily can give you close to 1000 attack already. Has been a long time since I actually ran him already. $240 ER. You still need to see how much attack do you have and who you are pairing with. That is the more important thing. If you are not pairing with Bennett all this, right, then it might still possible for you to go for the attack goblet. Because she herself has electro damage bonus due to her ascension. For the emblem of the severed fate, right, it also gives you damage bonus category. So you already have plenty of that in that department. So if you did not run with Bennett wise, right, then it is possible for you to go back into attack goblet to compensate the lower attack numbers. Yo, thanks for your subscription, man. Appreciate. Xiao. What kind of build would you actually run to make him even more viable? I honestly kind of lost touch playing with him already because I don't use him very often nowadays. I know he's still viable, but I would definitely love to get more weapon refinements to see him hit even harder. Because his burst is a sustained kind of setup, so for sure you will want to maximize that output for that 15 seconds. You know, 15 seconds for a 3 minute Pyro Abyss is actually a lot, you know. So if I cannot get things done in that 15 seconds, I'm screwed. And for myself, I personally felt that not other people's, my sales damage might be a bit lacking also. And he also lacks some energy recharge, you see. Eh, why is he holding the dragon's blade? So for my Xiao, he actually has 89 crit rate, 185.2 crit damage. So of course, to make him look better for the team synergy as well, since we have a C4 Jin over here, I will need to swap off her weapon to try to, in an attempt to generate even more energy. Attack. Okay, attack. Attack. How much ER she has? 166%. Fine. Okay. Previously, there was a question asked if they do not have Zhongli, how should they be pairing with Xiao? For my personal take on this, I would still want to have a shield on him, because if he does not have a shield, during mid-air wise, right, he can still be interrupted if you have some forms of, like, for example, if Ringa were to fire missiles onto him, those missiles are armed with some heat-seeking technology so advanced in Tevat that even in the air, or if you were to do some dashing strike, it can still catch up with you. It's probably as advanced as the modern missiles that you can ever find on this current planet. So that is at least my take on this. I would prefer a shield on him. No shields, I wouldn't feel very safe about it. 1, 2. Oh. No Xiao rerun. Once Xiao's rerun, I will probably try to get a Constellation 1 for an additional charge, because he's still C0 at the moment. It will be nice to have this one additional Lemniscatic Wind cycling for more energy, and you know, his E actually deals very significant damage. C6 is probably not something I will want to go for. Hey, hello. Hello, Joey. Hello. I have no idea if I'm going to pass this, but it's okay. Where are you? Oh my god, you're not wearing anything. Oh shit. My artifacts are so limited that I have no idea how should I be equipping my characters right now. Goodness. First world problems, eh? We'll need to just borrow from here and there and see if we can try to make something out of nothing. Do I have a cryo goblet? I do. It's on Ganyu. I probably cannot form any more. Yep. That's unfortunate. R5 catch. R1 J speed or R5 catch. Definitely R5 catch over any is. If I have it, I will permanently equip that on Xiangling. It's, to me, that is the weapon that is really made for her. It's the best weapon really. Her capabilities with her Pyronado. You want the Pyronado to have good damage and solid crit rate. So that is what the R5 catch has to offer. And R5 catch actually resolves her energy issues as well. So it's probably even more suitable than Dragon's Bane. Although we know that the Dragon's Bane is so-called designed for, in terms of, to be compatible with her, but the 80 cost is always a big problem since the reincarnated Goba doesn't know how to generate energy properly and has some aiming problems. Probably he's still half awake. Let's wait for him to awaken as his adaptized state, then we will see the enhanced Goba again. You know, Superman Goba. But meanwhile, for now, the catch. Best choice. Actually, you should know that big bosses don't generate those kind of energy particles. They don't drop those energy particles. So, even when my Xiangling has close to 200 ER, right, I would still prefer that I don't need to use Bennett to swap here and to hit and swap to Xiangling doing this kind of thing. I would just like when I were to finish all my combos, they have their out backup. That is the type of rotation I will always aim to achieve. But I know talking is easy, doing it is difficult. It's just like this team that I'm going to run right now, you are definitely going to see me having energy issues with him. Because I don't have energy recharge items that are viable for him, which is unfortunate. Why am I using a level 1 weapon? It's good that I actually went to have a look. And Goba needs a buff. Oh, he needs to be awakened from his immortal state first. After giving his energy to the people of Liyue, right, he even lost the energy, the capability to aim, which is unwise, I would say. It's very questionable. Not too sure if I'm going to pass this, but the team itself certainly has a lot of sustainability. Oh my goodness, these guys. Yo, what's up, Frostic? Good to see you here, man.
たまえ、ここにて命ずる。
はっふっと
はっ、
救急に寄りつるよ。
ふ、いけ。
まい
や、や、
封印厳剣。
封印厳剣。
我が命を引きたまはっ
Oh no, my damage is questionable over here.
風の雲牽引全票
Oh no! Stop running!
戻れ。
せい
ふ、もっと早く。
風よ
Yeah! Stop trapping me, man.
よ、
Come on! I cannot see anything!
剣を入れよ牽引おっとはっ
我が名はドアクシン君なり。
Oh my god, my damage is like hair to this pig, man.
剣を入れよ
や、
Oh, even after trying to
雨描き型
push for the damage higher, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like I can do it.
妖豆立つそれ雲がく借りなく時風の
股間奥義
よ、
牽引全票
よ、は、や、や。へい、
Hey!
はっはっよっと我が命を引きたま
この件はわかるかい。
良き貴様へ、ここにて命ずる。
サリウルカ
よ、いけ。
風よそこだ
や、
Oh! Finally clear. Oh my god, they trap you. Yeah, I was talking about that two pigs, man. Once they do their charge attacks, you cannot do anything to prevent them from stopping unless you freeze them. It's pretty retarded, you know.
揺らぐことなし。新天道地天理チョーク。
全力攻撃
剣に誓う。いざ
消えろイエッセここだ無能ひゃっセはっここだはっへっ
難攻不落。
へっせえへっひゃっせへっ
難攻不落。
Now I'm very skeptical of how am I going to deal with the team next, which is also an ice team though.
いざ
天道万象。霹靂先陣。
燃えろみんなは俺が
風の神よ。
わイエッひゃっ
Where are you?
わめくがいい無能へっせへっ無能はっここだ
Ouch!
剣女盤石。
イエッ
いざ勝負。
ひゃっ
剣女。
せ
いざ勝負。
天道ここにあり。
Oh, I'm really. I only have a what? Why am I blank? Oh, oh, okay.
風の赴く
Come together, boys.
もみちが散らまく惜しみ封印厳剣
この件はわかるかい。股間奥義
戻れ。よ、
剣を入れよはっはっそこだ雲がく借りなく時
ほ、へい。
風を知れはっおとなしく捕まれ
雨描 動く左右ルコ
無礼者下がる
Fuck you!
風の赴くままにお道が散らまく惜しみ
我が名はドワクシンくんなり諸教無
せいふ洗い
股間奥義
封印厳剣
この剣はわかるかいさい
ほれ風よはっ
Oh, okay. Awesome.
行くぞ
剣女盤石たふんよい
燃えろ全力攻撃
天理チョーク
剣に誓う
消えろ無能くだらないここだ無能無能無能ここだイエッくらえ
Oh, oh, oh. Nani?
いざ
みんながそばにいる
風よ私
天道万象た
くだらない西洋ナブイエッ無能
Oh wait, my shoe broke again?
岩山八
いざ
Really? How did my shoe broke so fast?
はあいざ勝負
みんなは俺が守る
天理チョーク
剣に誓う
イエッへっひゃっぜくら
剣女盤石
いざ勝負
Oh, yo.
消えろここだイエッへっへっぜここだ無能
Phew. This is going to be very difficult.
形は精神と共にある雨描きがたし歌よにし
マイほれ救急に寄りつく雲がく借りなく時
いけ
陽豆立つされはっ風よはっ
聞きたまえここにて命ずる
風の歌雲の行くごと
股間奥義
おとなしく捕まれ
この剣はわか
Oh
るか
my
い
god. He was faster than me.
マイルはっ剣を入れよ
諸行無常
はっはっほれはっ我が命を聞きたまえ
よ
さい
Don't move.
歌よにし
もみちが散らまく惜しみ救急に寄りつるよ封印厳剣
我が名はドワクシンくんなり
はっはっはっはっはっ我が命を聞き陽豆立つされせいふっや借りなく時風
雨描きがたし股間奥義
はっ封印厳剣
Oh. That was tough. I didn't have enough damage for the second team especially. It felt like running a marathon just now. Ah. Okay, it does looks like when he comes out or he does a rerun again, I might need to find some ways to increase his damage output. His talents are not too far from being maxed out, 989. But it looks like there is still room for improvement though. Have you ever think that 89% and some of the punch still doesn't crit is definitely something very questionable. So it's a little weird seeing you not clear with 9 stars, hahaha. Oh, it's definitely possible to not clear with. I mean, for my case, it's not clearing with 9 star. In fact, a lot of runs sometimes I do before I upload, testing with different comms, right? They are actually not 9 stars, which I categorize them as bloopers. It's something like the chit team you saw just now. Although I want to make something which is different, but if their damage output is really insufficient, then I cannot upload them, even if I want to play something different, because some characters just don't have that kind of damage no matter what kind of carry you are going to bring them. Unless I use an exceptional overpowered team in the other side, then of course we can still clear it. That's for sure. Okay, it's a little bit early today, but I'll be calling it a day for today's stream. So for next week, I will update again, because for Thursday, it is actually a public holiday on Singapore side. So I will let you all know if I will be streaming on that day. But meanwhile, thank you so much everyone for coming by today's stream. I hope that you all will continue supporting this channel as well, and I will also continue to try to make more interesting guides and Spiral Beast runs for every one of you to watch daily if possible. Have a great night rest everyone, or have a great day ahead if your side is morning. Once again, I appreciate every one of your time as always. This is IonStorm. Peace out everyone. See you guys.
私の普遍を引き立たせるだけ